Welcome to Align Pilates. I'm Coach Amy White, and today I'm going to be leading you through a 25-minute core workout. We are going to do front, back, side to side. We are going to end with a really nice stretch, and then we are going to feel into our bodies with a really quick meditation that is going to leave your energy super high. So let's do it. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna sit down on our knees or however we're comfortable, and we always, no matter what, take 3 deep breaths to really drop into the body. So take a deep breath in, fill up with as much air as possible, and softly relax into your body as you exhale. And 2 more times, just clearing your body out. Last deep breath, relaxing into the body before we intentionally move it. All right, so let's reach our hands for the floor. Move our knees back and come into quadruped. Hands are right underneath shoulders, knees are right under hips. And we're gonna take a nice deep inhale as we drop our bellies to the floor. Look up with our heads, our tailbones reach for the ceiling, and exhale, round the back like a cat. Really pressing the ground away from you. Let's do 2 more to warm up our spine. One last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Come back into a neutral, and I want you to take your tail off to the left and look for it, and stretch out your right side, and then switch. Getting that nice stretch through the obliques and waking up the spine laterally. Good. Now let's tuck our toes under. Really root our hands down into the mat. Pull our faces away from the mat. Exhale, start to build your shield of protection and feel your abs really join the party, and then lift the knees up and hold. You're gonna inhale, let the knees lightly come down, tap the mat. Big deep exhale, lift the knees and feel all those abdominals wrap tight around the spine. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Good, very last one. All the way up, and I want you to hold it. So now I want you to lean more weight into the left foot, and you'll really feel your left quad kick in. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, more weight in your right foot, right quad. Good, and as you shift side to side, when you exhale, I want you to really tune in to the opposite oblique. Feel how much your obliques are holding you as you shift your weight. 2 more. Good, very last one. And come all the way down. So let's walk ourselves forward. Lay all the way down on our backs. Keep our knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Good, it feels really good to be on your back already. So taking a deep exhale, I want you to wrap your abs really nice and tight around you for 2. And I want you to really feel into the fact that we are not exhaling and driving our back into the floor, but rather our hip bones are coming closer together to provide this stability down low without us driving our back into the mat. 1 more. Now, slowly press all the way up with a flat spine, and I want you to take a big deep breath in at the top, and I want you to exhale, place 1 bone down on the mat at a time. The very last thing to hit the mat is the tailbone. You're gonna take a deep breath. Exhale, press straight up. Really squeeze through the glutes. Take an inhale and then slowly peel back down. We're just gonna do this 1 more time before we really get into the work. Exhale, straight up. Quick inhale, exhale, peel. Good. Now exhale, press right back up, and let's pause and hold. So you could either be here and just hanging out, or you could really make this movement fiery. So let's do that. So I want you to think about your heels. Press them harder down into the floor and then pull them energetically back towards you, and you're going to feel your hamstrings completely kick on. I want you to scoop your tailbone under a bit more. So by now, hamstrings and glutes should be absolute fire. Exhale, wrap your abdominals super tight around you. Press your arms into the mat and keep all of that, like all of those dots connected as you breathe. Super here. You're not just hanging out, you are in it. 2. Good. Last one. Now I want you to remember this feeling, memorize it. You're going to inhale, lightly bring your glutes to the mat, tap, press right back up, and spend at least 2 or 3 seconds digging into that fire. Good. Inhale down, tap the mat. Exhale. I call this connecting the dots. Good. Inhale down. Exhale all the way up, connect the dots. And this is how you get more bang for your buck with movement. You're not just like flowing through it, you're really getting as much as you can out of it. Let's go 2 more. Good. Very last one. Really connect the dots as deep as you can. Good. Let's slowly peel down. And when our sacrum and tailbone hit the floor, let's take a big breath in. Exhale, reach our arms straight up towards the ceiling. Give your chin a little tuck, shoulder blades down the back, and I want you to light up the whole back of your arm. Exhale, wrap your abs tight around you, and then lift your knees up to tabletop. Squeeze your inner thighs right together, and really make sure you have those hips knitted together so you have that seatbelt on down low. And on your next exhale, let's lift our chin to our chest, start to peel the neck, the shoulder blades. Reach as far as you can towards your feet and squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, slowly control yourself back down. Exhale, chin, head, neck, shoulders. Reach, find that shake, squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, back down. One more like that before we build it. Good, let's take it one step further, but feel free to stay there if you need to. Roll up and then shoot your legs out to third. Really squeeze your quads and your inner thighs and reach. Inhale, peel it all back down. And you have to make sure that wherever you shoot your legs, your low back feels comfortable with. Your body will always tell you if you've gone too far. Good, we have one more and we're gonna build it to the next level. So feel free to stay there if you need to. If you're ready to take it further, get into that full extension position and slowly flutter kick your legs. Keep breathing, keep protecting your shield. And you're flutter kicking your legs so smooth and graceful that your head isn't shifting, nothing else but the legs. 3, 2, last one. And then peel it all the way back down. Arms come down, feet come down. Now go ahead and put your feet together like a frog. Heels are touching, toes are out wide, knees are open. Exhale, wrap the abdominals tight, and then slowly press up into a hip bridge. So now we feel glute medius more, the sides of our glutes. We still have all of those same elements. We scoop, we pull our abs in tight, we draw our heels closer together, and it is fire. So just breathing and creating that fire first. Before we inhale, come down with a long spine, tap our glutes lightly, press back up. It's a completely different angle, and it feels really good. Make those abs work equally as the backside of your body. 2 more. Very last one. Up and hold. Shift all your weight to your left foot. Shift all your weight to your right foot. Do that 2 more times. Now shift your weight to your left foot and hold. Can you keep your hips so still as you start to press down through that left foot and kick the right leg out? Inhale, bring it back down. Shift all your weight over first. Make sure your glutes on. Really activate the quad and then kick. Good. Inhale down. We're just going to do 6 of these. That's all that's necessary. Exhale, lean, shift, engage. It helps if you're just learning to keep your fingertips on your hips. You can really feel motion. Good. Last time over, shift, press down through that foot and kick the leg. Good. Now slowly peel down. And we're going to keep our legs in this position and we're going to reach our arms straight up towards the ceiling. Exhale, roll up into flexion and then bring your legs up. I want you to exhale, kick your legs away in a froggy and really squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale. Good. One more. Maybe you stay here. The next level is as we kick our legs out and squeeze our heels together, we're going to reach our arms overhead. This makes everything so much heavier. Good. Inhale back in. Exhale. Just 2 more. The very last one. And hug it in tight. And rest. Okay. Let's flip over onto our bellies. And I want you guys to stack your hands and lay your forehead down on your hands. Okay, really take a nice deep breath and exhale, drive your pubic bone into the mat, pull your belly up and in, and then lift the legs just a little bit and lift the upper body just a little bit. Breathe. Feel the whole back of your body strengthen. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. And as you exhale, I want you to reach your arms all the way back towards your hips. Open your legs as wide as you can. Inhale, come all the way back together with the legs and the hands come to the forehead. Exhale, open, arms and legs, reach back. Inhale, come back together. Let's go for 8. One of the key things when you're in this posterior chain work is when you're reaching back and lifting, can you still pull your belly up and in so that you don't compress your low back? 4 to go. Two more, really pulling belly from the mat. Very last one. Good. Bring yourself down. Take a second. Okay, so what we're going to do here is come to our elbows. And you can get a nice little stretch through your low back by really pulling your heart through. Good. And then I want you to lower your chest back down, look to the ground, tuck your toes under, take an exhale and pull the belly in nice and tight, support your low back, and then lift your hips off the floor. Good. Now we're in a low plank. And this is another one of those moves where you can either just like be here hanging out or you can make it fire. So what I want you to do is think about your elbows energetically pulling back towards your body. This immediately makes me shake. And I want you to think about your elbows and your toes coming closer together. You're scooping your tailbone. You're squeezing your quads, your inner thighs. And every exhale, you are wringing yourself out like a washcloth. Keep your face pulled away from the floor. Let's go 3 more. to pull those elbows back. And the whole time I'm in a plank, I'm constantly scanning myself from my head all the way down to my toes, because your body just wants to forget when you're in here. Good, last one. Now I want you to rotate both feet down, rotate your elbow, and open up into a side plank. So right elbow is down, left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. I want you to lift your hips a little higher, squeeze your butt through. If you can, look up towards the ceiling and just hold and breathe. Pull that right shoulder blade down, lift your hips a little higher, squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze your butt. Last one. Good. Left elbow comes down. We're gonna pivot all the way to the other side. Okay, get all the way through. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling, face the ceiling. Left shoulder blade down your back. Lift your hips higher. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your inner thighs, and then wring yourself out for 5. 2. Very last one. We've got one more time each side. I'm gonna add a little flare this time. So right elbow comes down, rotate the feet, rotate the body, get back in that side plank over here. Extra breath to settle it all in and lock it into place. And then lower your hips just a little. Exhale, lift them. 8. Little teeny tiny hip dips. I always see people doing these too big. This doesn't need to be big. Smaller the better. Last one. Rotate through to the other side. Get in it. Organize yourself from head to toe. Lock it all in with an exhale, and let's dip. Exhale, lift. Very last one. And then I want you to come all the way down, bring your hips down. And let's come up into a mermaid pose. We're gonna drop our right hand to the floor and reach all the way up and over with our left for mermaid. And let's go all the way to the other side too. This feels really nice after working those obliques. Last one. And then we're gonna switch our legs and do the same thing over here. We'll do 2 flows each way. Very last one. Good, I'm gonna have you pivot all the way around, lay back once more so we can stretch down here. So what's gonna feel really good is if you take your left ankle and cross it in front of your right knee, and then really flex your left foot, reach through, grab the back of your right thigh, and just pull that right leg into you. And this is where you really need to start to relax your body back down. So big, deep breaths in, and then really slowly let your body kind of relax into this stretch. I love to feel my heart pumping in my chest when I'm winding down. Good. And then let's try and straighten that right leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe walk your hands a little higher. If you can grab your toes, or maybe you need a band to help with this. One more deep breath and we'll switch sides. Okay, so right foot crosses over, reach through, grab behind the left thigh, pull in, and relax. Good. One last deep breath before you kick that left leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe walking your hands further up your leg. The key to stretching, though, is never going too deep into a stretch that it tenses your whole body up. You want to be able to relax in the stretch. Good. And then we will unwind our legs. And I want you to find a spot where you can relax your legs, whether you lay completely flat or your feet go wider than your mat and you let your knees cave together. And then flip your palms up towards the ceiling, close your eyes down, and take a really cleansing breath in. And let your body just fall into the ground beneath you. And I need you to notice how good you feel after that small bit of movement. Just letting your body go limp and relaxing and feeling how energetic and alive your body is underneath your skin. My body is completely buzzing. My energy's high. Just with that short bit of movement, we built so much energy. You can feel how everything is moving inside of you. So take one last deep breath in, enjoying that feeling, because you earned it for sure. And then you can slowly wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe working on pulling the knees back in for a hug. And just starting to very gently open the eyes. Rocking the knees side to side. And I thank you for joining me for this movement. That felt amazing.